I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I love the people that I work with, both players and coaches. As I said at the start, I love coming to work every day, even at this time of year when nothing's going on. Driving into Trent Bridge is special. It's fantastic. You hope that in some small way that you have an impact on them. If anything's become clearer in my head over the last 2 years, it's not to look too far ahead. and that's just life as it is. Take every day, work your socks off every day.
As your career progressed, there was more of a leadership role maybe with the second team, with the academy as well. What did it mean to you to see some of those players that you would have worked with there that have then gone on to have success at it?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. You hope that in some small way that you have an impact on them and the things that matter to in cricket, not necessarily to me, but that should matter to them. The respect for the game, the want to compete. You know, those should be in every single player, I believe. You know, I have strong belief that the competition is something that every player should live for. It was an interesting time because I was still willing, I still wanted to play, but I knew physically I'd been going for a long time. The body was starting to creak a little bit. I was working harder than I'd ever worked, but I wasn't getting a lot back. Physically, it was becoming tougher. So trying to then make steps into, like you say, leadership, understanding what it was going to take to help look after players, point them in the right direction when it got a bit confusing for them, and look at what my career after playing was going to look like, was really important to me and something I really enjoyed.
Were they long-held ambitions, coaching, leadership?
Yeah, I think when I first thought about coaching, I wanted to get into coaching for the wrong reasons. I thought I'd just be a good coach. I'd been involved in cricket for forever, and I thought, well, I know that. A bit blasé. I'm going back now. It just seemed natural. Very quickly, I realised there was so much more to it. So much more to the understanding of players, the management of them, all the stuff you have to do around it. To make sure that you're creating something for them to go and succeed. It's never just the bat and the ball. There's so much more. And thankfully, I think I got on the right page quite quickly. Made a few mistakes along the way. Found it tough at times. A few sleepless nights and a few head-scratchy moments. But on the whole, delighted with the players and how they responded to my style. I think during that period, I think it was something I really, like I said before, I really enjoyed it and I was very grateful for.
What are your main memories of 2017 as assistant head coach at the time?
It felt like the team was ready to win. Obviously, we didn't know what that would look like, but I think as a group of coaches, we sat down probably a little bit later than in the early new year of 2017, and we talked about what we anticipated the season was going to look like and how we were going to structure things. And it was all new and it was all fresh. And often when you've got something new and fresh, it takes time to settle. Management can be a little bit. Everybody's finding their feet within their own environment, and right, what do I do and what does he do and how does that work? And it just takes time for it all just to fall into place, because that's just working through things. I think working with Pete, he made that very easy. That transition from the job I had been doing and moving into the senior assistant role was one that he made very easy for me. He trusted me to do the work that he'd asked me to do, and he let me do it. And I'm very grateful for that. That's never changed. He's been great to work with and for. And he has that similar trait to Mick, where nothing ever feels like you're just meandering along. It's not just another day. There always has to be purpose all the time. There has to be a focus to everything that we do. And I'd like to think that's a quality that I live by. And I'm grateful for his guidance and his counsel. 2017 as a whole looked like we started to play a lot of good cricket. We had some good players across the playing squad, and they played really good cricket at a really good time. James Pattinson was in the team at that point, and he was on fire, bowling very, very quickly. Stewart played quite a lot of cricket early season. Luke Fletcher, alongside those two, was a really good foil, and the team progressed really nicely. We had a great day out at Lords earlier in the summer. Alex played wonderfully, and we managed to carry some of that into T20. We didn't play great T20 cricket through the group stage, I don't think. We've had better group stages before and since. But we gave ourselves the best opportunity to then play well when we needed to, which was finals day. And we were brilliant on finals day. I look back, that was one of the better finals day any team could produce. Really was.
And since then, it's been a journey of ups and downs itself. What have you made of the journey the club's been on, the strides maybe since 2019 in those past couple of seasons?
Yeah, it was tough, and it has been difficult because expectations are high, and when you live with expectation, this cricket club needs that. The people that come and watch deserve that. They should walk in here and think, right, okay, we expect to see certain standards, and we didn't manage to produce those for a while on the field, and that was frustrating for everyone involved, the players, the coaches, everybody. But we did believe we were going to get there. We thought we were on the right path, and thankfully, since then, we've continued to play some brilliant white ball cricket, which was obviously during our COVID year of T20, 2020, where no one was allowed to watch. That was a really quite unique period of time. I've never experienced anything like it, and I hope I never have to experience anything like it again. Finals day was unique. Playing in front of nobody here was, it was understandable how the players, I can't imagine how the players would have felt. I sat up on the exec suite balcony there thinking, this is not what this is all about. But we were good again. We were great on finals day. Fantastic. We skin of our teeth in the quarter final, and the stars aligned. But then on finals day, we were absolutely outstanding. And last year we played. It was hopefully the start of something really, really good across formats, and that's taken time. And I mentioned, I think, in an interview earlier in the summer, where I think there's room for this team to keep going. I don't think we're settled on that's okay, we'll keep going with that. There's going to be another step change, and the young players keep progressing through into that team and perform. I'm excited for them. It's exciting to work with them, and it's certainly something that the members and supporters of this cricket club should be excited about.
And where do you see your future going? There's your role as assistant head coach, this time with the second team, this time out in Abu Dhabi as well.
Yeah. And the 100. This is the cricketing landscape. It's changed. I don't know is the answer. I really don't know. I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I love the people that I work with, both players and coaches. As I said at the start, I love coming to work every day, even at this time of year when nothing's going on. Driving into Trent Bridge is special. And if everybody remembers that, then we're going a long way towards being in the right place. If anything's become clearer in my head over the last 2 years, it's not to look too far ahead. and that's just life as it is. Take every day, work your socks off every day. Yes, I'm aspirational, absolutely, that's never changed. I've been that bloke since my dad took me to Clipston in the back of his work van when I was 8 years old. And I always want to achieve, so that's never changed. So yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed. It's about it's about doing what matters now, and then take it from there really.